Good evening, and welcome to Fleet Action Report. This is episode 58, and once again, we're taking on some TFOs. I'm Nikodas.
I'm Grebog, and who are you? You haven't been here in a while.
I am back from the grave. That's
Good
that
to have you
seemed
back.
that seemed appropriate since they just did Hearts and Minds a couple days ago.
Yeah, I heard
Okay,
some people
so
saying they couldn't find it, and I'm like, I went and looked. I'm like, it was right there. I don't know.
well, it there was a delayed launch, and there was no announcement for it. So people that didn't know to look for it weren't expecting it, and then it wasn't there when it should have been, and a lot of people went to social media or the forums and kind of complained about it. And after a couple hours, it was like somebody hit the switch and boom, there it was.
Yeah. So either
Um,
way, it appeared like magic, space
I think
magic.
I think Cryptic just kind of forgot or didn't realize that it was Friday the 13th. I don't know. It was a little weird.
Or
And
they
then
might have. I thought they could have had it set at a certain time to go active. A lot of the stuff doesn't happen until like I think 10 Pacific Daylight Time. So those on the East Coast and in Europe might be expecting it much sooner. But anyway, how
yeah.
has your, I guess, weeks been?
Well, first and foremost, speaking about my absences, let me apologize to our viewers. Um, I took a vacation and then had a job change, and unfortunately, those two things caused me to miss the past two episodes that you put on. Um, Especially the last one, I really would have liked to have been here for the Tetreon, but it's fine. It's fine. We're moving right along.
I think we have
Um,
a brand new Daredex flying below us.
do we?
Isn't that
Oh,
one of the
oh,
looks
it
for it?
came. It came up here. It came up here to say hi.
Yeah.
Pretty. I always like the Daredex.
It,
Turns like turns like a toad, but
I'm
looks
sorry
pretty.
for distracting the ooh shiny. Continue, please.
Yes, yes, yes. Ooh, shiny. Um, so in this past couple weeks that I have been gone, I actually have not done a whole lot of video gaming. I did get hit Final Fantasy 14 pretty hard, and there's a scimitar. Ooh, shiny. Um, Weird that it warped in over here though.
It's the
Oh,
same
it's the
player.
same person. Yeah, he
Swapped
just switched.
ships.
There we go. Pretty. Um, so I've been playing some Final Fantasy 14, getting back into that. I'm actually approaching the level cap, which is the first time that I've ever done that for the current expansion. For any expansion in that game, I've always been behind the curve. Um, but good thumbs up there. But that's what I've been doing now. For my vacation, I did a different type of gaming. We happened to go to Great Wolf Lodge, and if any of our viewers have ever been there, they should know that Magic Quest is a thing. So I got my whole family roped into that, and we ended up killing a red dragon. Yay us!
There's
We kind
something
of
called Magic Quest in the Dells, but it sounds like it's a little bit different than what you did.
they're all over the place. They used to be all over the place. Several of them have closed now. Some of the standalone ones have closed. Um, the IP is actually owned by Great Wolf Lodge now, and any of them that were competing with a location of one of their lodges has been shut down. But those, like, there's a standalone one in Pigeon Forge still. Um, that's the closest one to me. That's a standalone that I know of. But basically, you have a wand that interacts with certain things in the environment, like treasure chest or suits of armor, or sometimes talking trees, or wizards, or dragons. Um, and it's like an interactive RPG. So instead of sitting in front of a computer, you're up walking around doing the thing. It was a lot of fun, and even my youngest child, who's 5, kind of had a blast with it. It was fun. It was a good experience. We just had a good time. So that's been my few weeks. What about you?
They all heard what my last couple weeks. This last week, let's see. My raid team, we defeated Sylvanas. For those that know why I said defeated versus something else. I'm not going to say more because it lends to spoilers. Though, if you're keeping your renown up and whatnot, you already know the outcome there. But whatever. I'm not going. This is not a WoW podcast. This is not a place to rant about WoW stuff. Um, so that was fun. The raid encounters. Let's see. What else have I done? Um, I've also been, I did some D&D on Thursday. We did stuff and things. Um, I found some more map people for D&D stuff and things. Those that do Foundry. For those that don't know what Foundry is a virtual tabletop system that you can purchase and run yourself, and it creates a basically web server for your people to use a web browser to connect and play. Similar-ish to Roll20, I guess. But yeah, boy,
Foundry's fun.
I feel like there's more stuff, but I can't remember. I've been doing the daily and that stuff, and keeping up with the fleet holdings, but we'll get into the fleet holdings later.
Yeah, I got the current reward. I actually managed to eke that out day before yesterday, so that was fun. All right, so this week in STO, the legendary Romulan bundle is still on sale. Normally it's priced at 12,000 Zen, but until August 19th, which is Thursday, it is being sold for 7,800 Zen, or $78. In that pack, you get a legendary scimitar, Intel Dreadnought Warbird, and legendary Dideridex Miracle Worker Warbird, one coupon for a free T6 C-Store ship or Z-Store, 2 experimental ship upgrade tokens, 2 ship slots, 3 Infinity Promo Romulan Survivor Duty Officer packs, a TOS era Romulan uniform, a TNG era Romulan uniform, a Riemann uniform, and the Riemann species.
And
so
a
that's quite
partridge
a
in a
bit,
pear tree.
right? That's quite a bit of stuff you can get for $78. If you are at all interested in those ships, this is the best way to pick them up, especially before the 19th, where that price goes back up. And then I will let you talk about the upcoming event there, Grebog.
The upcoming event. So the upcoming event is, since the current one is almost over, we are now going to go back to a shortened one. It will be Galaxy Goes to Red Alert. So that'll start the 17th and go to the 24th. So it's kicking off here real quick. You'll have 5 days of progress to earn a specialization point, ultimate tech upgrade, and experimental ship upgrade token. I'm going to guess that's a choice, not one of each.
Well, see, that's the weird thing, is usually on the 5-day ones they make it a choice, but their announcement does not say that. Their announcement says that it's all 3. So we're going to have to wait and see. Although I find it very interesting that this is only a week-long placeholder. Recently, they've been making this a 2-week-long placeholder. So it's a little weird that they've stepped it back. I would say we should expect to hear what the next big event's going to be on Tuesday, on the 17th.
I think I heard a rumor that it's going to be something new.
New is good.
I can't remember. Because one, it's rumor, and I didn't see it from, like, a cryptic or someone like that I could take for. I normally go, Well, that's interesting, and then file it away, and then it slips my mind, because until Cryptic says it, I it could just be someone trolling us. But
True enough, but still, new is good if they want to do something new.
yeah,
Um, all right, so I think that's it for announcements for this week. We can go into our primary target now. We've got set up 3 TFOs that we're going to detail. Now, some of this will depend on how long the queues take. So I'm going to put this out there right now. I see we have a handful of viewers. If anybody would like to join us for these TFOs, please speak up now. We are going to run Days of Doom, which involves a Doomsday device. We are going to run the Herald Sphere to fight those heralds, and we're going to do Gateway to Gre'thor, which is another one where we fight heralds. So if anybody wants to join us for these queues, please speak up in chat now or hit us up in game. Otherwise, I will queue us up and see how long this takes.
it'll take forever. No, hopefully not.
Well, these
Hopefully.
aren't, I mean, these aren't ground based, so, you know, they hopefully won't be terrible, but we'll see. All right. I
I
have.
need I need to get
What are
back
you
to
doing
leveling
over
my
there?
starships. What am I doing?
Yeah, I see you looking at your list of ships.
I was debating if I wanted to switch ships.
Well,
Cause
I
I
am
could
getting ready to queue us up, so
go for it. Doesn't mean I
pick your
can't
ship.
look. I'm good. Can still look at the list.
Man, I'm really really not fond of Days of Doom.
Unfortunately, some people don't understand that one.
Well, that's what this show is for, right?
Yes.
That's what we're here for as I go into my superhero pose that nobody can see. All right, I've got us queued up. We'll see how long this takes. While that's going on, you guys who have watched this show for a while, I am back in my jellyfish, which means I am on Katis. Um, the last couple times I've ran these particular TFOs, the experience has not been fun, so I figured I best be on my top tier character here. So Katis is all ready to kick some butt in the
I
jellyfish.
I'm just in a classic TOS version of a constitution.
Now here's something I find interesting. So in the 2016 Star Trek where the jellyfish was introduced, it was shown to be a very, very small ship. However, that was in the Kelvin timeline where everything is bigger. So, sitting here next to Grebog's Constitution, they're fairly comparable in size, and I just have to wonder if that's accurate.
It's a good question.
I might have to look that up at some point and see what the jellyfish is actually supposed to look like. Okay, this queue is taking a little bit. Let me go ahead and queue us up for the other two, and we'll just see which one pops first. So, Gateway to Gre'thor and the Herald Sphere. At some point in time, we're going to have to do the Battle of Corfez, which I know next to nothing about.
Well, we got one of them.
There we go. Yep, the Herald Sphere. All right.
Defeat Herald Forces. That's stage one.
Yeah, I couldn't find any more details than that. So it's very simply defeat stage 1, defeat Herald forces. Stage 2, prevent Herald forces entering gateways. Stage 3, defeat Herald forces. Stage 4, defeat the Herald flagship.
This is the one that we're inside flying in a big circle as they open up gates and stuff, aren't right?
Yep, yep. There's a story mission that you're on this same map for, and I think this is one of those things where they just took that and turned it into a TFO. They seem to have done that a lot in recent years.
The gateway network gives the Heralds tactical.
So we're going to play this through and see how this goes. Let's see, we have an escort carrier or a strike wing escort. We have a full carrier. We have a raptor. And then me and Grebog. Oh, this should be fun.
So dark on this map.
It is dark. And there they are. Take them out, boys and girls.
I'll just fly at the gate and oh, we all went to different places. Okay. They all have to die anyway.
Yep. And this way we protect multiple things. I had the strike wing escort come with me.
Mine's done.
Yeah, mine too. Oh, theirs is... They came in behind us. We might need you over here. There we go. Got him. Okay, so we got 3 gateways. I'm going to go back over to mine.
I don't know that it matters which one you enter.
Well, we're supposed to keep them from entering, so we got to defend these. I think these are the ones. Well, no, I got an enter. All right. You were right, sir. Oh, now we're in the sphere. Okay, gotcha.
Stop the Herald Forces. Gateway opening at 3 o'clock.
Okay.
Gateway opening at 6 o'clock.
I'm going to one of them.
Opening at 5 o'clock.
I got this one right here.
Gateway opening at 12 o'clock.
I just have the battleship on mine left. Then I'll move on to the next.
We got a raider trying to escape.
7 o'clock.
I think I got him. Yeah, I got him.
Don't see anyone towards.
At 1 o'clock.
We got a raider on the far side over there. Oh, I got one over here too.
Gateway opening at 3 o'clock.
Man, it's hard to cover all these areas at once.
Yes. Especially when they knock out all my systems.
Gateway opening at 12 o'clock.
Heralds, man.
Gateway opening at 6 o'clock.
We gotta hold this for about 2 more minutes.
Gateway opening at 4 o'clock.
Why am I am either having some massive lag.
Well, there's a lot of ships, so that wouldn't really surprise me.
Wow. Oh, and my bit rate's dropping. Oh, of course. So it's me and them and awesome.
That hurt a little bit.
I can't. Apparently, I'm not doing anything because I'm not. I keep jumping around. Well, the whole group I was trying to get to just teleported through.
We need to stop the Herald attack on Allied space. Get through that gateway.
Okay, so we gotta go back through the gateway now. This should be the last. Second to last. Okay, that was the gateways. Now we're doing the forces again, and then we'll have a dreadnought. Well, the stream still looks good from what I'm seeing.
Or maybe it's just inside the sphere that that I'm fine out here.
Well, that's good. You're a better tank than I am, so.
I'm not much of a tank anymore. I'm more blow them up before they blow me up.
You're still a better tank than I am. I am definitely in a glass cannon in this ship. Now, we did this on the basic setting. If you do this on advanced, you have a few more enemy ships, and they'll be a little tougher, and then it'll, upgrade again if you go on the top tier difficulty, elite. But even running this on the lowest tier here gives you an idea of kind of what to expect. There we go. You gotta watch out for those probes, they'll shut you down. So this is just straight up on a timer. Although you can run it down if you defeat all the enemies. And now we're on the final stage here for the command ships.
What command ship?
Well, there was a command ship. And I am shut down again over here. There we go. Those probes, man. That's not our buddy Talata Talan there in that Jemadar ship, is it? Because he's kicking quite a bit of butt.
Somebody else. Arnozen.
shut me down again. Man, every time I get in there. I think I'm just distracting them so you guys can all take them out.
Sure. We'll go with that.
We're going back inside the sphere.
Oh boy. We'll see what this does to my computer this time.
Oh, there's the Dreadnought. Okay, so we missed a stage.
Sensor readings show that the ship is controlling the gateway. Destroy it! The ship is drawing power from the gateway. You need to shut the gate down. We won't be able to destroy it.
There we go.
Good work. The network is receiving. This
Okay, that was not as bad as it could have been. All right, once again, we have a moment here. If anybody else would like to join us, speak up and I'll toss you an invite. Or send me a tell in-game. At Nikodas. No bloody A, B, C. Sorry.
Well, I hope they aren't bloody, you know.
Bad reference to James Doohan there. There we go. Invite sent.
Team difficulty. Harder.
What?
When it sent me the thing at the top, it says team difficulty, and it was advanced.
Really?
Even though I see at the top of the thing that the team difficulty only has 1 bar.
That's weird. I guess we're just an advanced team. I'll take that. Alright, so let's see. I'm going to queue us for Days of Doom. Still have got no takers to join us. Come on, Max. And Gateway to Gre'thor. There it is. Oh, and Gateway to Gre'thor popped. You ready?
Sure. I'm not sure I've ever done this one. I could be wrong. I've done a lot. I just don't know which... yeah.
Alright, so Gateway to Gre'thor has 3 stages. Stage 1 is clear Herald attackers. We're supposed to defend the station and the shipyard. And the optional objective is to get this done within 3 minutes. Stage 2, it says cover the troop carriers. In order to complete this stage, we must land 25 of the troop carriers. And then stage 3 is eliminate the Herald Forces. There's a Dreadnought and a Fleet accompanying it. And once again, the optional objective is 3 minutes. Oh hey, I just saw a pancake fly past you. Universe class.
The invasion of Kronos has begun.
And now I gotta see you warp out. Yay. I really don't like fighting the Heralds. Their EMP probes are annoying.
Deploy a sensor interface platform.
Does that help?
It will basically taunts NPCs in 10 kilometers and gets their attention. It's essentially, hey, look at me platform, to get them stop shooting you.
Yeah, I can do that in 2 minutes. I used it in the last one.
Are we supposed to be destroying the cruisers or just?
Yep, we gotta take them out.
Well, I noticed there's some in the asteroid field.
Big ships. And there's the probes.
The
Everyone else stayed there. It's just you and I heading on.
Herald reinforcements are inbound.
That's all right. We've got this.
Okay, my hey look at me platform is out. That's what I'll call it from now on.
The hey, look at me platform. All right, I'll take it. See if I can remember that the next time we're doing this. And
Shipyard is secure.
It's one of the reputation powers.
oh yeah, I've got it on my bar.
The troop transport.
I just have to remember that you nicknamed it now. The hey, look at me button. All right, so here come the troop transports.
Shipyard troop transports are beginning their run to the planet.
Since no one is at the other side, I'm flying fast that way.
They're all over here.
Yeah. We were.
Those gateways are emitting intense levels of theta radiation. Close them.
So essentially you have two alleys or paths, and you need people to close and close the gateways because they do radiation. And then you also need to destroy all the ships.
Yep. The radiation will paralyze your troop transports. And the larger gateways summon ships.
Transports are beginning their run to the planet.
All you have to do to close them is get close enough to get the prompt, and after a couple seconds they will close.
Don't mind me, I'll just
Now-
fly into the radiation field.
Now our little prompt over here says we only have to get 10 landed. So maybe it's 25 on the higher difficulties.
Transports are beginning their run to the planet.
Well, all the transports on my side have died so far because I'm by
Are
myself.
you still by yourself? I'll come over there.
Or maybe there's someone, I don't.
No,
Oh, no,
you've
there's
got,
someone
you've
with
got
me.
a helper. Yeah.
Typically, the way groups have done it, or the way I've done it in the past, is one person basically is grabbing all the attention, blowing everything up. The other person is running around closing, at the very least, just closing the radiation gateways. Because the radiation gateways are worse than the standard gateways. Because you can blow up ships typically faster than
Shipyard troop transports are beginning their run to the planet. Shipyard troop transports are beginning their run to the planet.
There we go. Got 'em free.
Shipyard troop transports are beginning their run to the planet. Shipyard troop transports are beginning their run to the planet.
Got a bunch of transports over here now.
Transports are beginning their run to the planet. Shipyard troop transports are beginning their run to the planet.
Okay, and now we're on the last, should be the last stage.
Yay! And it's gonna be by
A
me.
Herald Dreadnought has entered the system. The remaining Herald ships are rallying around the Dreadnought.
Maybe? There it is.
Yep, just took it a minute. That's fine.
Herald ships are attacking the Starbase.
I got the Dreadnought.
Hey, look at me, it's out.
Yeah, put mine out too. Not that it did me a whole lot of good, but you know. I'm calling for my little bug buddies too. And we're done. Cheers.
More Iconian marks if you need them.
Our troops have landed.
Or
For Crow
you can take the fleet marks.
I went with Fleet. But I like our fleet, so nothing wrong with AIE. Although I don't currently have anything to plug them into because all of our stuff is done, but we'll talk about that in a minute.
Because our people are like on it and donating all the stuff and things.
Yeah, well, more active than I am. Let's see here, or at least than I have been the past couple weeks. I guess I should put it that way. First things first, I have to re-invite you. And then I'll queue us up for our last one here. Which is actually the one that I wanted to do first. Days of Doom.
It's
Nobody
also
likes Days.
the one that I think some people have the hardest time understanding.
Yeah, well, that's why nobody runs it.
It's not too hard. It also is based off of at least an old mission back in the good old days. I don't know.
Sort of.
Sort of, yeah.
It's a little different from the mission. In the mission, you have to jump in front of it and fire a special type of torpedo down its throat. In this, you have to drag warp cores in front of it and shove the warp core down its throat.
It's fine.
While Klingon raiders are trying to destroy said warp core.
And you.
And you. Yeah. Yeah, that's valid. And you.
You have to drop the warp core off close enough to it that it does damage, but not so close that you die. Yeah. You'll see. It can be a challenge. You basically just have to time it right.
They might see if we can get this to pop.
Well, yeah. I guess here, well, while we wait, I'll talk about the fleet.
Oh,
So,
yeah, that's a good idea.
Why
to do
not?
that.
You know, the fleet holdings have been moving along quite nicely. I mean, you know, you guys have been like killing it. As you can see with the, you know, I guess admin look or what director look. Here you can see that yes, we have 5 days counting down on the renewable resource or renewable energy tier 4. It's is 5 days left. 5 days, 3 hours. As soon as that's done, I have the upgrade colony 4 queued up, so that way we can have that done. After that, because we have been pushing projects so hard and fast, I might start getting us some of the other benefits of the thing. Like, here is I was going to do the fleet upgrade requisition bonus 4, so that way we get bonus requisition provisions every time we do the those projects. I might do. I was like, I'm looking at some of these other things to get us stuff, so that way. Yeah, it'll all depend on how fast we're moving through all the other projects. If there's nothing people can put points into or marks or whatever, dilithium, I will probably keep unlocking new things for us at the colony, because we have quite a few that can start being unlocked. Some of them aren't as important, I would say, like the bartender and the chef. Yeah, yes, they would be nice, but you know, not as necessary. I may also, depending upon how all that goes, we have a Tellarite personnel officer we can unlock here. The main reason I've been holding off on it is because it's 153,000 dilithium cost, and I didn't want to burn through everyone's dilithium. But yeah, the fleet's been moving along quite nicely. I mean, Starbase is looking pretty good. I mean, there are some, like the military is halfway through tier 4. Engineering's not far behind, and same with science. So, I mean, we'll have a tier 5 Starbase eventually.
So, according to Memory Alpha, my jellyfish should be much smaller than it is.
Okay.
Your ship is supposed to be 288 meters long, and mine is supposed to be 54 meters long.
Guess what popped?
Yep, I see that. So I should be like a fourth of the size of your ship, which quite obviously it is not.
But then you couldn't see it, and you'd be basically the size of a shuttlecraft.
Yep. Yep, that's cool though. I'll take it. Maybe that's why they didn't do the bridge correctly.
I mean, that's why I was like, from my understanding, if I remember the movie, it wasn't much of a ship to begin with. You know, it was like I don't know. My impression was it was a large shuttlecraft type. You know.
Glad you could make it.
Okay.
Incoming fleet on center.
So, since we got into this, stage 1 is defend the starbase. We have to destroy all enemies near the starbase, which is up here ahead of us.
We are
Stage
in the
2.
past, if you didn't know.
Oh yeah, we time traveled for this one. Stage 2 is defend the asteroids. We have to destroy all enemy ships near the asteroids. The guide I found online suggested that one of our ships should remain near the starbase. I vote the Klingon ship over here.
Well, that was
Look
quick.
at all the pretty fireworks.
So you notice there's a big icon out in space.
Vessels at the nearby shipyard are.
It's to tell you where the shipyard is.
The shipyard is west of our location. Hurry! The enemy is closing in.
Hurry, the enemy is closing in.
Yep, I'm heading that way. Poseidon's gonna get there first.
The evacuation force at the shipyard needs your help.
And
Apparently
kill them
you
all
don't.
first.
Yep,
Unknown vessel on sensors. What is that thing?
and there's the planet killer.
Is your doom, Federation? The enemy's closing in.
Okay, so that was, we blew through stage 1 and stage 2.
Engineering crews, to your posts. I've got a plan.
Okay, so stage 3 works by dragging these warp cores in front of the damn thing.
Got a warp core.
Yeah, I
Well,
think
you
I
have a
one
warp
too.
core. I'm pretty sure you can't move fast. Or can you?
Well, let me do it. Oh, it's gonna fire. Get out of the way.
All enemy ships on sensors. We can use some help back here.
Go, go, go! I'm dead. Ah!
Ooh.
And that's what happens if you're in front of it. I should have just kept going. I would have been, rather than trying to stop, because my inertia carried me in front of it.
There we go.
I'm gonna start destroying some of these ships.
Direct hit.
Okay. Well, we slowed it down a little bit. Okay, get back over there. Oh, shoot.
Okay, so I dropped off the warp core. It is in front of it. boy, that was a delay. Either I did it or someone else got it. There is no point of attacking the Doomsday machine itself. You want to take out the interceptors. The interceptors are what will get rid of your warp cores.
Wow, and there's a bunch of them around here right now.
Sometimes it's good to have someone on defense to take out the interceptors. I thought I dropped off a warp core. We'll see if it goes.
I've got one here.
Some people just
So on the higher difficulties, none of this really changes except the Doomsday device moves faster.
So we've gotten its speed down quite a bit. Essentially you have to slow it down by the time, before the time, yeah. If it reaches the end of the distance and the time, then you're done. So you have 5.5 minutes to keep it from getting to the end of the place.
Wow, that's a lot of plasma torpedoes.
That's what I was noticing.
Not gonna do a lick of good, but it was kind of impressive to see.
Okay, now that it went, I can drop my warp core off and now try to defend it.
I'm over here defending. You can go for another one if you want.
Oh, it still says I have my warp core. What the heck?
It looks like the Tholian webs are working on it. I have a feeling that is probably not as intended.
The only problem is I can't see the stupid power up before it goes with the web and all that tornado stuff. So, I mean, that's great and all. But that's why I died that time. I couldn't tell that it was powering up at all. Too much gold on gold on gold.
Who's gonna fire again? Okay, try and get another. These guys just keep attacking the thing.
need to get back.
We need to get people to actually, to do stuff. Oh, shoot. That's not going to work.
Watch
Get
out.
out of the way. Yep. There we go. Warp core dropped. Since they're all sitting over there.
That should do it. Direct hit.
Here, I'm gonna go with strategic maneuvering with my thing if I'm gonna be flying around. There's two of them in front of it right now.
Yeah, this is definitely not my favorite TFO.
I don't think it's many people, their favorite TFO.
It just takes too long, and it's confusing, and they don't explain it real well. There's no way to speed it up, unlike some of the others. You can't just kill a certain amount of enemies to beat the timer, you just have to run it down. Do you want to drag the Dreadnought Warp Core? Or do you want me to do it?
Well, since it's
Provided
not...
one of...
Oh, now it let me get a warp core. I have a normal warp core on me.
Well, we're about 25 seconds from having the Dreadnought one. And somebody will need to drag that, and somebody will need to escort it. So I'm asking if you want me to drag it or escort you.
Scott here. The Dreadnought warp core is ready.
I can do either, whichever you...
Before it makes a meal out of us.
I'm over here, so I'll grab it.
We shielded against the enemy weapons.
Yeah, Mr. Scott.
We don't have time to build another.
I know.
Better
Can't
make
skip
count.
it. Alright.
Well, here. Yeah.
The Federation has a new weapon. Prioritize it over the Starbase.
Swing it around.
That's funny. I can't use full impulse, but I can use my booster rockets. And it's been dropped.
You did it! You took out
You
a
did
And
it!
it's gone. And there it goes. Isn't it a thing of beauty?
Great job. You stopped it.
Okay, so that wasn't terrible. That could have been way worse. It just took a little while.
Yeah.
All right, so next week my plan Our plan. I'm sorry. Trying
It's
to
your
steal your
plan.
thunder
It's
again,
all your
Grebog.
plan. I mean, they had to put up with me for 2 weeks. Just we inundated them with solo Grebog for 2 weeks. Now we're gonna fix that.
So the plan, I'll just call it that. The plan right now is to do a deep dive into ground combat next week. We may see if we can get some volunteers to join us so we can do a ground-based TFO to show off the current meta for ground combat. But I would like to cover that and go over some of that. If we have time, we'll also get into the red alerts, which should be active then. Although that will probably be the last day for the red alerts. So, but we'll see if we can hit some of those. And then the week after that, whatever this new event is, we will probably be covering that. But next week we'll do a deep dive onto ground combat. Anything else we need to add there, Grebog?
Apparently, I'm gonna have to learn how to do ground combat properly.
I'll help you with it. I need to finish setting up my build too. I'm missing some of the stuff for what is currently considered the meta, but
I'm
I should
probably
be able to
missing
get
all
it
the
done.
stuff.
Should be able to get it in a week. It'll be fine.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Okay. Well, as always, I will leave you guys with the words of Q. See you out there.
Live long and prosper.